Hello and welcome back to Asia Now. My name is Alex, and on this channel I'll bring you the top stories from around the Philippines, Thailand, and other Asian countries. In this video I'll tell you about 32 foreign nationals arrested, Sinolug comes to an end and leaves the streets littered with trash, Bagiuo records first Mpox case, new findings about the Jeju airplane crash, plus more, beginning with the USD to peso exchange rate, right now $1 equal to 58.48. Before we jump into our main story, take a second out of your day, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. It does actually make a difference, so I really appreciate it. Here is our top story. The BI Philippine operatives in another raid arrested a total of 32 foreign nationals found to be working in POGO operations. The BI Intelligence Division reported that the arrested foreigners were found to be working in an online gaming and scamming operation in a building in enclave of Paranaki. The BI arrested 20 Chinese, 11 Malaysian, and 1 Cambodian after operatives monitored illegal activities including love scams in their buildings. The operation was conducted in coordination with the BI. BI Commissioner said, "Let this be a warning to foreign nationals who blatantly continue illegal operations despite the ban of the president." The 32 foreign nationals will be under the physical custody of NBI before they undergo their deportation. So yeah, who knows? Maybe that long distance relationship that you're in, talking to a beautiful Filipina, could actually be one of these dudes in a building somewhere and running a love scam. I hope it's not true, but it seems like more and more people are getting caught. But imagine how many people are not getting caught. So that's quite alarming in my opinion. I always feel like there's a lot more unsolved cases, let's say, compared to the ones that are solved. I think I just hit puberty, bro. My point is, bottom line is that, just be careful when you're out there talking to people, any kind of relationship when it comes to banking, crypto, money making, jobs, opportunities abroad. You really got to do your due diligence. So I hope nothing like this happens to any of you guys. Here's our next story. Next up, Baguio City has confirmed its first case of monkeypox, or now known as Mpox, involving a 28-year-old male. The mayor assured residents there is no need to panic or impose lockdown, but urged everyone to follow health protocols like wearing masks, practicing physical distancing, and maintaining good hygiene. The patient has recovered and completed isolation on January 17th. Basically, Mpox includes symptoms such as fever, rash, swollen lymph nodes, and fatigue. Public health officials advise those with symptoms to seek medical help. I'm so glad nobody's overreacting, at least not yet. Let's go on to our next story. And a quick update regarding that airplane crash. Investigators found bird strike caused last month Jeju air crash in South Korea, where 179 people perished. Feathers and other, residue were detected in both engines of the Boeing. They also said they think that the black box not being able to record 4 minutes before the crash is due to a complete power shutdown. Although rare, it does occasionally happen. Looks like they found some evidence of birds crashing into those engines. Staying in the air, an Australian man's holiday took a disastrous turn after he made a shocking threat to crash a plane. On November 20th, Marley Curtis Philip Moncrief, 36, was denied entry to Thailand due to damaged visa page and was subsequently turned away from Singaporean immigration, leaving him stranded in Changi Airport. In frustration, he told flight attendants, "I want the aircraft to crash and end everyone." Let's put it that way. Security intervened and removed him from the flight, but he repeated the threat, resulting in his arrest. A Singaporean court sentenced him to 8 weeks in jail for his reckless comments. He got away a little bit lucky. Those people don't play around. Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia. Anytime when it comes to any kind of law breaking, it usually is severe. Yeah, so don't make any jokes. And I think it's pretty funny. A lot of people in the comment section were like, "Oh, he doesn't look Australian," quote, and so many other prejudice type of remarks. Buddy, it's 2025. We're still talking about race. I think it's kind of funny. Let's talk about a little bit more positive news in the Philippines, right? So meet TJ. Sesame Street featured TJ, its first ever Filipino-American Muppet, on the beloved children's show. TJ made his debut in 2023, created by Filipino-American animator Bobby Pontelas in collaboration with puppeteer Luis Mitchell. I had no idea the Sesame Street stuff was still going on, but I guess it is. I'm not a kid, and I think it was just a little bit before my time growing up. 90s, early 90s, I think it was big. But anyway, I never got into Sesame Street. I'm glad they're kind of representing Filipinos as well, because there's a big population in the US, so kind of cool. President Marcos Jr. leads the launching of the Tesla Center in the Philippines, BGC Fort Bonifacio, Taguig City on Monday. Tesla has officially entered the Philippines on November 8th, its fourth market in the Southeast Asian region after Singapore, Thailand, and Malaysia. The president said purely electric vehicles are the future, and it's the future that we are all striving for because our country, with all its beautiful islands, stunning mountains, and breathtaking fields, has experienced and continues to experience the adverse effects of climate change. Quote, Tesla's entry into the Philippine market signals much more than high-tech cars on the road. It is a very significant step forward to our long-term transformation towards a more environmentally friendly transportation system, end quote. Speaking of environment and making sure that we're not really damaging it, the Sinolog festival ended and reportedly about 4 million visitors took part in the whole parade, the festival, and all the festivities and all that. But the streets were not looking too nice afterwards. Trash everywhere, just like litter, like a whole sea of trash. But then again, to be fair, there were no trash cans that I saw. I mean, from the pictures, I wasn't there. From the photos, the videos, I didn't see a single trash bin. So maybe a combination of perhaps not having the proper tools and people simply not caring. Once you see somebody do something, or a lot of people in this case, you tend to think it's normal, right? So, and there's only so much stuff you can stuff in your pocket before you realize, look at here, man, there are no trash bins. I cannot carry this whole luggage of trash in my pockets. I'm gonna go dump this with the rest of the hundreds of thousands of pieces of garbage on the road. But the good thing is the city workers were quick to go ahead and try to clean that up. So one of those things which I think maybe people could look into, because Sinulog is nothing new. It's been going on for many, many years. So perhaps having proper disposable areas for your trash is very important. If you were there, let me know if you saw any trash bins and what do you think the solution should be. Although trash is a major problem in the Philippines still, steps are being made. However, we're not quite there yet. Next up, Japan has surpassed Thailand as the #1 destination for Chinese tourists, welcoming 6.98 million visitors in 2024, a massive 188% increase. Meanwhile, Thailand saw 6.73 million Chinese arrivals, raising concerns about safety perceptions. To win back travelers, Thailand Tourism Authority is launching promotions including the Grand Songkran campaign in April. Efforts are also shifting towards attracting tourists from South Korea and Japan with expectations of growth in these markets. Yeah, so safety concerns in Thailand when it comes to Chinese travelers. So Chinese, usually tourists, they come in large groups, right? They're really organized and they come in large numbers. And the government, of course, still has a lot to do with them traveling. So whenever there's like a high risk situation, you do see a shift and like a decline in tourism. And this, the latest being about the Chinese actor, the famous one that got taken on the Myanmar border for the scams, love scams and hubs and all that once again. So Chinese people are shifting towards Japan, it seems like, but Thailand as always is going to try to attract them and bring them back. Next up, a Thai man is facing legal action for transporting a lion cub without proper safety measures, violating wildlife transport laws. The Department of National Parks confirmed on January 16th the incident occurred in Bangkok with penalties including up to a year in prison and 100,000 baht fine. Authorities stressed that transporting wild animals requires strict permits. Staying with animals and in Thailand, British YouTuber Sean King uncovered abandoned animals at the defunct Phuket Zoo. Despite claims they were rescued, his footage revealed crocodiles, a tiger, and a deer still on site, sparking renowned concerns over the zoo's controversial history of alleged mistreatment. Described as, quote, heartbreaking, the discovery has reignited calls for urgent action to ensure the animals' welfare. King's exploration sheds light on the needs for accountability in protecting vulnerable wildlife. Yeah, pretty sad to see, but not only should we protect animals, but also our females and our women as well, like this next story. A Polish man arrested for spanking. A Polish man in Bangkok has been arrested for inappropriate act in convenience store, sparking discussions on respect and personal boundaries. The man claimed ignorance of his actions being illegal, prompting further legal action after his refusal to apologize. Authorities charged him with assault under the law. The victim, seeking accountability, hopes to prevent future incidences of this nature. Come on, buddy, this is not high school. This is not like, being in middle school. I used to do stuff like that too, but with people I knew, joking around, flirting with my girlfriends and all that. But a random stranger in a convenience store as a grown man and pretending you didn't know it was wrong, completely unexcusable. Elsewhere in Asia, a Pakistani court on Friday sentenced the country's already imprisoned former Prime Minister Imran Khan and his wife to 14 and 7 years in jail after finding them guilty of corruption, officials and his lawyers said. Whoa, and elsewhere in Asia as well, Iran and Russia also, their officials tried to strengthen their partnerships because of sanctions imposed upon them. So a lot of things going on in Asia. Let me know about anything I talked about today. Leave your comments down below. If you take the time to write it, I'll take the time to respond. And now it's time for our segment Yesterday Today, where I read the most popular comments regarding our previous video. Although yesterday's video was about just like a random topic about expats giving tips about dating. If you haven't seen that one, go ahead and check it out. But let's go ahead one more before that on a regular news topic. Here are the top comments. Tony Manning says they should arrest her for assault. This is regarding that 18-year-old, now that we know she's 18, girl that got her flowers taken away from her and she swung at the security officer. Marvin says, I think the guard should have been reassigned, maybe some disciplinary action, but not terminated. About the same story. And Red Bart says, as someone who has 6 daughters and nieces living with my wife and I in Cebu, I absolutely support sex education in the Philippines. It is very important to educate them about not only pregnancy and STDs, but as well as the difference between getting, quote, attention versus assault. Very important for them to understand. My oldest starts law school this year and will be away from home much longer during the day. She will also have to start traveling back and forth from university. She needs to know what's going on and what to watch out for. Prep in high school is a must. I agree as well. I think education is very important to let people know exactly what's going on when it comes to that kind of stuff. And that's it. If you guys enjoyed that, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. If you want to show more support, go ahead and buy me a coffee. I'll leave the link down below so you can go ahead and support the channel via Buy Me a Coffee. And that's it for this video. I'll see you guys tomorrow for sure. Bye.